So, obviously, entering Chinatown, the unofficial official entryway is the archway. Chinatown in San Francisco is the third largest Asian community outside of Asia. There are 18,000 people in the next 8 blocks. It's the second densest neighborhood in the United States after Manhattan's Chinatown. Up until 1965, this was deep Chinatown, meaning it wasn't just Touristville the way it is today. This street, Grant Street, one street over is deep Chinatown today. Stockton. If you don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese, you're going to have difficulty conducting business. It will be hand signals for non-Chinese speakers. But up until 1965, this was very similar. And the reason it changed in 1965 is redlining was ended as legally as a behavior here in the United States. Redlining meant the practice by local government as well as by informally real estate agents of restricting access to different neighborhoods according to race. It was literally on the map. There would be a red line drawn in some instances by government agencies, in other instances secretly. But this is what's called redlining. That was ended, and at that point the Chinese community was permitted to expand out of Chinatown. So the Chinese community is throughout San Francisco today, and this area is opened up to more Touristville for that reason, because of the population being able to spill over. The Chinese population in San Francisco represents about 33% of the population, 35%, so it's significant. That's all I'm going to say about Chinatown as such. There is a huge story to share with you that connects with Chinatown, and it begins with this signage right here. I've led this walk for 20 years. For the first 12 years, no one who read Chinese was on the walking tour, so I assumed it said, "Welcome to San Francisco's Chinatown." 12 years ago, I had a native speaker on the tour who said, "No, that's not what it's talking about at all." What it reads, first in poetic terms, and then in a more fluent translation, is, "Under sky, things connected." But in a fluent translation, it reads, "On earth, under sky, on earth, everyone is equal." On earth, everyone is equal. Or, alternatively, share things in common. And in little characters over here, it says Sun Yat-sen. His name is actually Song Jiang, but the way it's written in the West is Sun Yat-sen, and that's how it's usually pronounced. The story I'm sharing here is the deep social justice legacy that exists for not just China, but certainly for China and for the rest of the world, that connects with Chinatown here in San Francisco.